My dear friends, my dear masters, my dear guards, welcome to all of you to the today's holistic wellness program, the day 19th. We are going through. Before commencing the session, my sincere salutations to my beloved Guruji, Brahmarshi Patriji, my sincere pranams to my Grandmaster, Matar Babaji, my sincere pranams to Swarnamala Patriya. Yes. So, my dear masters, my dear friends, my dear guards, today the flow of program is first we'll be going through the meditation, deep meditation with the melodious music, and after that our spiritual wisdom is teachings of Buddha teachings, and after that part of holistic lifestyle. What is spiritual farming? What is spiritual farming? What are the benefits? We'll understand, and also finally the part of home remedies. We'll try to understand. The topic is how to cure a gynecological problem. Women's gynecological problems. How to cure through acupressure. So this is a topic. Okay. So now all of us, so you have to come to the Anapanasati posture, friends. So all of you know the Anapanasati posture, Anapanasati Bhangima. So otherwise also I'll be giving you the guidelines. Please follow it up. Now see this, all the hand, all the fingers into fingers. It's called clasping fingers. And then keep on the thighs, keep on thighs. Sit straight erected, back erected, and your head and back should be the straight line. Okay. You can take a support of chair. You can sit on the chair or sit on the sofa, on the floor also. If you are sitting on the floor, should not sit on the bare floor. Should have some mat on the top of mat. Please sit. Okay. Now cross the legs. And underneath, you have to cross the legs, like Sthira Sukha Asana. If you can sit in a Sukhasana, please sit. Okay. Otherwise, if you are sitting on the chair also, the downside, you must cross the legs like this. And make your room darker as much as possible. And no sound should come from outside. Same time, you should have one glass of water you can drink now, and keep another one more glass of water beside you. While doing meditation, that will also get charged. After meditation, you can drink one more glass of water. Now, remove spectacles. If anybody is wearing spectacles, please remove it. Finally, gently close eyes. All of us, gently close the eyes. Gently, smoothly, peacefully. Just close the eyes. Close eyes. Start observing natural breath. Observe the natural, simple, tender, smooth, peaceful, tranquil breath. Keep on observing it. Go on observing the breath. Natural flow of breath. No kumbhaka, no rechaka, no control of the breath. कोई भी नियंत्रण नहीं है आपको श्वास में, श्वास के साथ, श्वास के अनुसंधान. आंख नहीं खोलना. Should not open the eyes. Don't meditation. Till I am saying okay, till I say okay, should not open the eyes. Be with your natural breath, friends. Be with your natural, simple breath. Our breath is our guru. Our breath is our prana. Whatever the pranic energy we receive through the breath all the time. We receive the prana shakti, pranic energy all the time. Breath is the most mandatory substance all the time. Most mandatory input to our physical system or human system, comparing to food and water. Breath is highly essential component. Hence, take care of the breath. You should have the proper breathing. Proper breathing. Always you're taking proper breathing in your life. Make sure that you have a deep breathing. You have complete oxygenation of your physical body. Every cell, every individual cell within you must be supplied with the enough amount of oxygen, enough amount of prana-shakti, enough amount of oxygen. That prana vayu, the oxygen, which will be supplied through the blood to all your cells, my dear friends. Hence, keep your breathing pure and deep and soft and clean. Focus on your breath. Should not think anything. No thoughts allowed into your mind. Mind shouldn't have any disturbances. It shouldn't have any kind of a visualizations. No mantra, no chanting. Just make it silent. Just make it empty. Lose your identity. Take out your identity. You are no more a doctor, no more an engineer, no more the business person. You are not this physical body. Physical body is the projection of your mind. Your mind's projection is your physical body. Otherwise, it will vanish. It will disappear any point of time. Hence, it is not permanent. It is temporary. However, your mind visualize. However, your mind drive. The physical body is fully controlled using your mind. Hence, control your mind. Keep your mind under your control, under the soul control. Mind should be at the always at the feet of soul. Soul should never be at the feet of mind. Remember this carefully all the time. Soul is the master, mind is the servant. It's not vice versa. Mind cannot be master, soul cannot be servant. In the current race, the current days, the current humanity is going through such a way that the mind became a master, soul became a servant. We always listen to the mind, what it says, whatever our conscious mind. We, of course, we are not listening to the subconscious mind. Subconscious mind stopped talking. Subconscious mind stopped suggesting. It has been closed. It has become dormant in all of us, most of us on this earth planet. Only the thing which is working all the time, even in the night, in the sleep state also, your own conscious mind is keep working. It is trying to guide our entire life. That is the biggest mistake. It is going to mislead your life. You're not going to enjoy your life at all. Basing on your conscious mind, if you make your journey of life, it is going to be misguided. It ends up in the so many problems, so many issues. Hence, Start communicating, start activating your powerful, the inherent, the most effective, highly intelligent subconscious mind. Do activate that. Always work towards the activation of your subconscious mind. Make all your practices in order to activate the subconscious mind all the time. Once you activate the subconscious mind, you become master of the life. You are called as a real master. Be with your normal breath, my dear friends. Just keep on observing the normal, simple breath. Once subconscious mind is open, subconscious mind is activated. Whatever you wish, whatever is conscious mind wishing for, that will be downloaded from the universe into your own conscious mind. Everything is possible. You don't need to study, you don't need to learn anywhere, you don't need to refer any book. Whatever you would like to, it will be downloaded from the universe through your subconscious mind. Everything is possible once your subconscious mind is active and open. Hence, always do more and more practice of meditation, sadhana sangatya, swadhyaya, in order to activate your subconscious mind as soon as possible. Be with your natural breath, my dear friends. Just go on, observe your natural, simple breath. Buddham Saranam Gacchami. Sangam Saranam Gacchami. Dhyanam Saranam Gacchami. Anyada Saranam Nasti. Anyada Saranam Nasti. Dhyanam Saranam Gacchami. Dhyanam Saranam Gacchami. Dhyanam Saranam Gacchami. With your natural breath, my dear friends. With your natural breath. Aham Brahma Asmi. Mamatma Sarvabhutatmanam Tatvamasi Svetaketu Sarvam Galitvam Brahman Ahimso Paramo Dharmaha Dharmo Rakshati Rakshitaha
ರಮ್ಮಿ ಸರ್ಕಲ್ನಲ್ಲಿದೆ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಡಿಜಿಟಲ್ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ ಮತ್ತು ಸುರಕ್ಷಿತ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್. ರಮ್ಮಿ ಸರ್ಕಲ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ
and 1 minute. Uh, 30 seconds, final 30 seconds. Be with the natural breath. Do not open the eyes until I say okay. Last 30 seconds, final 30 seconds. Last 10 seconds, final 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Place both your hands and your eyes for 5 more seconds. Gently touch your eyes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Slowly open your eyes. Slowly take your hands. Yes, friends, please come back. Come back to your body awareness and surrounding awareness, please. Yes. So, my dear friends, my dear masters, my dear gods, today we have done wonderful meditation till now. The deep meditation we have done, the melodious music. So, my dear friends, so let's all clap for ourselves for the wonderful meditation we have done, all of us. Let's clap ourselves. Thank you. Friends, today, so after meditation, so we'll go through the spiritual wisdom, sharing of spiritual wisdom. But today, the wisdom is teachings of Buddha, Buddha teachings. It's powerful teachings. So Buddha is the great monk and enlightened person, the greatest enlightened person on this earth planet, as we all know about Gautam Buddha, isn't it? So friends, so in fact, it's very, very fortunate and we are very happy to know about his teachings today and the powerful teachings what he has given to the humanity, especially after his enlightenment. Okay, so before going to knowing about the teachings of Gautam Buddha, what are the important teachings? What are the important methods or important teachings? Before knowing that, first let's try to understand how the enlightenment happened and especially Gautam Buddha, how he became a Buddha, how enlightenment happened. The process of enlightenment, let's understand briefly, then we'll move on to the teachings of Buddha today. So, my dear friends, Buddha, Gautam Buddha, he was his original name was Siddhartha, Gautam Siddhartha. So that was the name given by his parents in the childhood, especially. So even the childhood, when he was born, he was shown to he used to call some monks and yogis to their house, isn't it? So that's how what happened. So Yasodhara and Suddhodana, these his parents especially. So they are called some monks and some astrologers whenever the child is born. Gautama, Siddhartha is born. So then, so that monk is, he told to the parents, this person either he became a great king in this world, or he will become a great yogi on this world in this world. So you have to take care of him such a way that so either he become this or he become that. Then his parents are also worried, like So the next king, like a next prince, who will be the next prince for that kingdom, isn't it? So that is the case. What happens? Definitely, they want to take care of that. He never need to be sent out. You know, if at all he is sent out, then he may see many other things, and then his mind gets diverted, and he may become a different person than he becoming a prince. Basically, their all intention was not to give him any kind of the additional things from the outside, what all happening outside. So he has to be kept always happy and luxurious, and then lavishness. All that they were taking care in the palace itself, isn't it? So that's how he has grown up. He has grown up, and that of course he got married also, and he got children. So I mean he has got boy children. So his name was Rahul. So likewise, friends. Then everything was going. So he got married, and he was the palace and happy all the time. But somehow on one fine day, he need to go out, right? Along with his Ratha. Ratha means like that the cart will be there. So usually the king will go by cart, isn't it? So his driver, the cart driver, so Ratha Sarathi, his name is Chinna. So he used to, drive the this Ratha, and then he has sat behind that, right? So somehow one fine day, on one given day, he had to go out, and he went outside. So when he was going outside, the four things he is noticed, only four things. So these four things has led him towards the entire the final, the cut shot. He became an enlightened person finally, isn't it? So, but those four things, what are those four situations he has seen in his the at first when he came out of the palace? The first thing is he has seen the sick person. Second is he has seen the dead body, corpse. And third one is he has also seen one holy man, happy man. The fourth one is he has seen the aged person. These are the four things, four things he has seen, and he got disturbed. And then started asking Chinna, hey Chinna, what is this? This person is, he is bent and he is walking. What is this? He says, Swamiji, so I mean, like a king. So no, so Raja, it is actually an old man. He became old and is walking, he bent and walking. So will this happen to me also? Yes, it will happen. Oh, such a, I have very good body, and I will become like that in the end of this life. At the end of this life, yes, you'll become. That's what China answered. Same he asked, so what is that somebody is carrying, all the people are crying, and so one corpse is going. Then he asked about it. Swami, this is called death. Everyone will die on one particular given day. We all will die. Oh, it is like that. So I will also die then. Yes, of course. And the third one is he also seen one so-called sick person. Sick person means like he's having some disease and is suffering, right? So he's also seen that. Definitely, there is also questionable. It became a big question in his mind. So that means his body also undergoes when he's getting age, then it undergoes a lot of diseases. That's what he understood. And fourth one is he has also seen one holy man, like a some monk. He was traveling on the road. He was going on the road, and he was happy and laughing, and then the smiley face. Then he was going. So he's also asked, who is this man? He's a monk, and he doesn't go with the family, he's sannyasi, all this. He was telling, oh, this kind of people also there, like So he now with these four instances, friends. Earlier he was in the palace. He was only having army, all this sevak and all this thing. Then he was so happy leading his lavish life within the palace, along with his family, wife, children, everything, isn't it? So now, after seeing this, of course, his life design itself was like that. That was his last life, friends. So Gautam Siddhartha that was his last life. In that life, basically, he is destined to become a Buddha, to become a Gautam Buddha. So then that was the last journey on his on this earth planet. Definitely. So that has taken place in his life. So after seeing these four instances, then what he said, okay, turn the vehicle back. Then he went back to the palace. Then he got into for something called introspection, introversion, contemplation. He got into the contemplation, started contemplating what exactly all these things are happening. Then why? Then how do we get answers? I will also become like that. I will also die one fine day. I'll become aged. I'll become sick, isn't it? So, what are these things? How do we understand all these things? How should I, how should I, where should I approach? What should I do? This contemplation started on one fine day when, he decided to leave the palace in order to search for the truth, right? In order to search for the truth, especially friends. Then on that particular day, in the midnight, he was seeing his wife and he was seeing his son, and then finally he left palace. He left palace without telling anybody. He left palace and then he went on searching. What is that he is searching? What is the truth? What is the first of all you want to understand? So four important things, four important things you want to understand basically. So that they are called four noble truths. These are the four noble truths. Of course, these noble truths he identified, he got it after the enlightenment, of course. So anyway, so before going to know about these four noble truths, so let's understand more about his enlightenment, right? His journey of enlightenment. Now, when he went on searching for the enlightenment, and then he went to different gurus, different masters. Somebody is given hatha yoga, somebody is given mantra chanting, somebody is given not to eat any food, isn't it? So what not everything is done about all around 5 years he spent. 5 years he went across so many masters, so many people, keep on practice, nothing happened. No change in him, and no answers for his questions. What are his questions? Like this. So why what is the death? How does it take place? How does it take how can I escape? How can I come out of this particular death? How can I become deathless person? So all this, he wanted answers for everything. What is the end for a suffering? What is the cause for suffering? Isn't it? So what is the cause for so-called age, old age? How can we not become a, not becoming old age? Is it possible? So all his questions, he was keep on asking, inquiring, doing a lot of practices given by many other masters. So all different sect of masters, but ultimately no result. No result. He could not get the required answers. Then what happened? On fine day, he was sitting alone contemplating. In his childhood, he was seeing some different visions. Just, he was a child, and then he was in his dreams and in his visions. There was something, lot of things, a lot of masters coming, going, talking, all that were happening. So that he got reminded. Then he said, okay, let me do one thing, not doing anything, doesn't do anything at all. Since childhood, without knowing anything, I was just silent, and that time itself, I was getting a lot of experiences. How could I, get all those things? Then what he did is just sat silently, and just he was, just go on observing the breath, whatever the breath was happening, he was go on observing, and also he was not eating anything. He stopped eating. He stopped eating, and especially this all happened on the place called Bodh Gaya in Bihar. Okay, now also that particular there's a fig tree. The tree is called fig. So under the tree, entire last episode of his enlightenment happened basically. So what happened, friends? Now, so when he was observing the breath and sat under the fig tree continuously without eating anything, and what happened? Slowly, what happened? After some days, his ribs has come out. His ribs has come out. All the flesh is gone, and now more or less he will die any moment. He has become like that. Then one young girl, Sunita, so she was around. She just saw him and told him very sharply. She told him. She told him, so what is that you are doing? Without your physical body healthy, what kind of practice you will do? You will die. Okay, don't do this. So then she has broken his fasting by offering payasam. Okay, some rice and the payasam. So then he ate that. While eating, his disciples around him, some 5 to 6 disciples probably, they observed him, and they thought, okay, this man has broken the fasting, and is going to go out of the so-called sannyasi and all this thing, and he's started eating, so no point in staying with this guy. Okay, then they left, no problem. So he left, they all left, and then what happened after eating? Then the same night, I mean almost in the evening, then the throughout night, Now he started again observing the breath after eating nicely and having some stomach filled and happy, and not to weaken the physical body, so not to destroy the physical body. So he could get some food and then felt happy and then started doing meditation throughout the night. Meditation is like observing a breath. That's all. That's all what he knows. That's all what he knows. He doesn't want to go for any chanting, any mantra, any kind of austerities, any kind of Hatha yoga, this, that, nothing. He forgot everything. He kept everything aside because nothing worked, no, till now. Till that point of time, nothing worked. So then he started only, being with his breath and then sitting silently. Then he was observing what's happening. Slowly, 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 he has come to one, first, maybe at 10 to 12. That's the first jam, one particular time we call it as. Then what happened? He got into the deep meditation state. Then his third eye activation happened. Then the moment the third eye activation happened, all his past lives and the past lives of all surrounding animals, all this, he's seeing everything like a big picture, 70 screen. No, you are seeing everything on the screen. Then he understood, oh, this is the thing, right? No, in the past life, I was this, I was that. In the 100 life back, I was like this. In the 10 lives back, I was like this. All his past life, all 200 past lives, continuously, like in the picture, like, continuous moving screen. You have seen everything. Then the next almost 2 3 hours. After that, next 2 3 hours, you could get something, concept you got, law of karma. Like, what karmas we do, what kind of results one has to go through. So this karma theory has got in his own the vision, basically in the experience of meditation. So it has happened again, right? So that's also happened. Then what happened is the next after that, the early morning, till the early morning he was continuing, right? So the early morning, what he got is the another experience, the third experience, what he got is what is his future action plan, what he's supposed to do next, right? All the future action plan is completely reflected to him. Then he started following that. So then he has come out of the meditation. So moment he come out of the meditation, because his third eye got open, right? Then he sat and saw where are these his friends? Where are all these friends, right? So then these friends have left already. Then they reached something called Sarnath near UP, near Varanasi. They already reached there. He found them there. Through his third eye, he found them there. Then he started walking. First and foremost, I want to teach these disciples they were with him, right? Then he went there. He went by walking, reached, there is a deer park that's called Sarnath Deer Park. So there, so his first sermon, the first and foremost sermon, that means speech, his first speech happened in that the so-called Deer Park, Sarnath, near Varanasi. That has happened to the disciples, basically for only his disciples. So that point of time, friends, that is called first sermon, the first sermon. In that first sermon, what happened is he has devised four noble truths for every human life. For every human life, four noble truths, especially. So the first noble truth is what is the suffering? What is the truth of suffering? Then second one is what is the cause for this suffering? The third one is, so what is the way out for suffering? Isn't it? Right? What is the way out for suffering? Then the fourth one is what are what are the steps available to end the suffering? So these are the four noble truths, friends. Okay. So hope you understood. The first one is what is the suffering? And second one is what is the cause for suffering? So third one is what is the way out for suffering? The fourth one is what are the steps? What are the 8 steps? Especially 8 steps or eightfold path for the end of the suffering to be practiced by every person on this earth planet. So that particular eightfold path also told at the same, the same ceremony or same speech. So he tried to, that is the eightfold path. It's called Buddha Ashtanga Marga. Buddha Ashtanga Marga. That's what he taught to the entire humanity, friends. That's a wonderful truth. The wonderful, so-called wonderful noble path. That's called eightfold path. Okay, it's called Buddha Ashtanga Yoga. Buddha Ashtanga Marga. So let's understand now these Buddha Ashtanga Marga are eightfold path. So in order to every human being to end his suffering, at the same time to get enlightened, to get enlightenment in the same life, you want to get enlightened, what you need to do? You must follow. You must, all your habits and actions and deeds, all these things must be in accordance with this eightfold path, my dear friends. So what are these eightfold path? What are these 8 steps? So the first and foremost eightfold, the out of eightfold path, the first one is Sammaditi. 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 That means right understanding. Sammaditi. That's the first one. First step in the eightfold path. Sammaditi, right understanding. So what is right understanding? Everything, whatever you see, right? The right way of understanding every a problem, solution, or the situation, or any other thing, whatever it comes across you, you must have the right way of understanding everything, right? Otherwise, the misunderstanding starts. So you'll not be able to absorb the truth. You lose the truth, my friends. When you lose the truth, what happens? You get you get misplaced, or you will be misguided. Then you will end up in suffering. The suffering starts. Okay. Why this eightfold path? In order to end the suffering. These are the eightfold step. 8 steps are given by Gautam Buddha. Right after he became a Buddha, he was Gautama Siddhartha. He became a Buddha after the enlightenment. So Gautam Buddha has given this eightfold path in order to end the suffering in everybody, in every human life, basically, friends. Okay, and also get enlightenment. Now, this is the right understanding. Sammadito. Next, the other one is Samma Sankappo. Samma Sankappo. So that is actually right thought, right intentions. So what are our thoughts? Our thought must be great, miraculous, positive, should not have the negative thoughts. Otherwise, what happens? Like attracts like. If you have negative thought, you will get negative result. If you have positive thought, you will get the positive result in your life. If you don't make any, if you don't make positive or miraculous thought, if you always start making the negative thoughts, what happens? You will attract the negative situations in your life. Negative results will come. Then that cause for a suffering. That is why to end the suffering, you must have the right thoughts, right intention. That is called Samma Sankappo, right? So friends, the other one is the right speech. Samma Vacha. Samma Vacha. That is third step out of 8 steps. Okay. What is Samma Vacha? Right speech. That means whatever you speak, that must be truth. That must be truth. If you don't have truth, no need to speak. Just shut down your mouth. Okay. Keep in mauna. Be in mauna if you don't have anything to talk. Unnecessarily, unwantedly, unrequiredly, if you are talking something that may leads to some suffering, that may lead to hurting others, that may lead for a damage, that may lead for a destruction, isn't it? So that is why we need to speak whenever required. You need to open the mouth whenever there is a requirement. If there is a truth to be conveyed to other person, if there is a truth which to be understood by other people, in order to in order to help others, in order to convey what you are exactly feeling inside. So that point of time only open your mouth and speak. That's called right speech. Samma vacha. Okay, friends. Now the fourth one, the right action is called Samma Kamanta. Samma Kamanto. That is right action. What is the right action? That means your karmas, whatever you do, right? Non-killing, non-stealing, right? Non-stealing, non-killing, non-possessiveness. All these, right actions. Right action is good karmas. Always do the good karmas. Never do the bad karma. If you do the bad karma, what happen? As per the law of karma, you have to suffer with the bad karma or negative karma. That is why every time you must remember there is a law of karma operating. Well, that's called karma siddhanta. As per karma siddhanta, if you do good activities or good deeds, you'll get a good results. If you do bad karma or bad activities, then you'll get the bad results, obviously. Then you have to suffer. that causes for the suffering. So that is why it is one of the cause for suffering. So be aware of the what action you are performing and what level you are, what kind of action you are performing and what way you are operating. All this, it's very, very essential, friends. So the right actions leads to right results and so right way of life and also no question of suffering in that life. So friends, the other fifth step is right livelihood. It's called Samma Jivo. Samma Jivo is called what is that? Right livelihood. Friends, whatever livelihood, however you want to earn, how do you need to earn? You need to earn in the peaceful way, legal way, ethical way. All that should be done without without having this ethics and the legal way of earning and the legal way of earning the livelihood. That is not correct. So you must lead your life for the sake of livelihood. You must lead ethical life, the legal way of earning, and then making sure that you are leading the life in a so properly without without going to any kind of a wrong practices. So that is called right kind of livelihood, right livelihood. So that's called samma jivo. Friends, sixth one is right effort. Right effort, which called samma vayama. Samma vayama. Right effort. You got to put right effort. If you don't put right effort, put wrong effort, what happens? It leads to wrong results. So our efforts must be sincere, serious, and to the required level. And all the time, we must be so aware of what kind of efforts we are doing. What are the necessary efforts? Are we putting it or not? So every time we need to self check. We need to self check and take care of your efforts, right? In order to suppose, let's say, you want to become a good musician, you want to become a great painter or a poet. What to be done? You have to put right. You got to put the right kind of effort for that. Started going to the a good master, started serve him, and slowly you run from the basics. So from the basics till the point of becoming expert, you have to be so obedient, so polite, and then keep learning all the things, keep doing a lot of practice, more and more practice, and put high concentration, higher memory power. You must have it. Then slowly what happened? You become also an expert. You also become a noble person in that particular passion or profession. So that's how the right effort leads to the right position and the right kind of the position in the life, in your own life, you will achieve, my dear friends, with the right effort. Then seventh one, friends, right mindfulness. Right mindfulness, that is called samma sati. What is that? Samma sati. So that is samma sati is a right mindfulness. What is right mindfulness? Friends, whatever you are eating, you should be mindful. Whatever you are talking, you should be mindful. Whatever, if you are walking, mindful. If you are cooking, mindful. Everywhere your mindfulness must start working. It must be always operative. Never forget this mindfulness. That's again in the other way we call it as a awareness. So need to have the awareness on whatever the task is at your hand. At your hand, whatever the task is there, you must be so aware of it, so mindful of it. Then what will happen? It leads to the greater results, and also it will lead to the happy life and joyful life, my dear friends. So that's what you need to understand. At the same time, the kind of a mindfulness on your breath, that is called meditation. The mindfulness on the breath, that's called meditation. You must do a lot of meditation. That means the right kind of mindfulness. Right mindfulness, nothing but equal to meditation. So the meditation must be right meditation, anapanasati meditation. That's what he has taught here. Part of this so-called right mindfulness, Gautam Buddha has taught anapanasati meditation is the best method to achieve the right mindfulness. So that is what this same meditation practice we practice every day. So this is the same technique we have been practicing. Part of our PSSM, we are teaching the whole humankind, the whole humanity, the same thing, anapanasati meditation, which was taught a part of the seventh step, the right mindfulness. Gautam Buddha has taught about anapanasati meditation. Please follow that, my dear friends. Okay. So the when you do the right kind of meditation, if you practice, friends, then what will happen? The deep meditation, you will reach to the deep meditation level, and then slowly your third eye gets activated. You get astral travel. You get your subconscious mind gets open. Subconscious mind gets activated. It come out of the dormant condition. So all this will happen. Then all the past life you can see what are the past life you have gone through. So you can understand your own past lives, isn't it? So and you also understand the mysteries of this universe and creation. So you'll be able to understand what is there in you, what is there in others people, all other life beings, what are going on around you. You can have the crystal clear, such a kind of clarity you will get it, friends. You get a great clarity about every small to the biggest aspects in this universe, my dear friends. So with this, what happened? So then what you need to do is the last and the final step. The eighth step is right concentration, which is also called Samma Samadhi. What is that? Samma Samadhi is the eighth step. That means the deeper meditation, what you are continuing. So the seventh step is right meditation. So the same right meditation, anapanasati meditation, if you keep continuing, what happens? Slowly, finally, you will enter into something called Samadhi. Friends, once you enter into Samadhi sthiti, that is a last step in the even Patanjali Ashtanga Yoga also we learned, isn't it? What is that? Samadhi sthiti is the end. So what is Samadhi sthiti? Samadhana sthiti. That means you got answers for all your questions in your life. That is called the end of the end of the life journey on this earth planet. Once you reach the Samadhi sthiti, wherein you got answers to all your questions, unanswered questions, and you are keep on searching anything. So every question is answered in this particular stage. That is called Samadhi sthiti. Once any human being, every human being reaches to Samadhi sthiti, my dear friends, so that is the end of his life journey, his soul journey on the earth planet or in any other planet in the universe. It means that will be the last life. Once you achieve the Samadhi sthiti, then that is the last life. So you'll be, you are spending on the earth planet. After this, no birth is required. No more to come back to the earth planet because you have finished your task. You have finished all your lessons on this earth planet. You got Samadhi and you understood the mystery of the creation. Friends, ultimately, the aim of our Almighty or our so-called God or a Purnatma, what is the aim of them? Every soul which is just born from them, which is created by the Purnatma. So the Purnatma wanted that soul to grow or to evolve through all the stages of soul. That's what we discussed about seven stages of soul, isn't it? So it has to take hundreds of births and doing mistakes, learning out of mistakes and correcting it and growing, right? So likewise, what happened? The soul need to grow throughout all the stages by committing various mistakes, by learning various things. Ultimately, it become enriched in its qualities, and finally, so when it got enlightened, so through his the great amount of meditation, he got enlightened. Then that point of time, he'll understand what is the reality and what is the mystery behind this cosmos and how this cosmos is created, who is creating and who is the creator and what am I and what is all around me. When you understood all these things, friends, then your game is over. That means you have achieved the game, you won the game. Now you won the game, you finished it, then you can go back. You can go back, join the creatorhood, join the post of creator. Then you start doing whatever you wanted. If at all you want to come back to the earth planet, you may come back here in order to teach and educate and enlighten all these so-called the mediocre souls, all the mediocre souls who are living and leading under depression, repression, all this. So they may come here and they may come sometimes in order to establish dharma also. So if at all any adharma is going on, too much adharma is going on, like Mahabharata also, same like Sri Krishna came and stand beside the Pandavas and the Kauravas. They're all so very evil people, right? So in order to protect the Rajya from the Kauravas, then what happened? He came and established dharma. So dharma samsthapanaya. So then dharma samstapana. So for the dharma samstapana, they will come and play the role, then depart, friends. So this is what the Buddha teaching, my dear friends. The Buddha teaching of first four noble notes, four noble truths. That is the number one. And second one is eightfold path, Buddha Ashtanga Marga. My dear friends, with this we are just we are closing the spiritual wisdom today. So thank you, friends. Now, so part of today's, my dear friends, today's holistic lifestyle. Part of holistic lifestyle today, our topic is what is spiritual farming? What are the benefits of spiritual farming? Okay, so friends, the spiritual farming, the name itself indicates spiritual farming. Farming is called farming means krishi, that is agriculture. Spiritual means it must be spiritual in nature. It must be always non-violent way. Whatever you do in the farming sector, It must be non-violent. It should not have any violence towards any smallest creature to the biggest creature, whatever it may be. You should never resort to it. And not only that, not causing any violence to others, not causing any violence to all the living beings. That's what we need to follow when we try to do that kind of farming. So definitely what happened. So whatever we are eating today, friends. So if you start looking at our own ancient farming and modern farming, so these two things are there. So what are those? Modern farming called chemical farming, and ancient farming is called spiritual farming. So that's why the spiritual farming has got a greatest importance. So today that's why we are trying to understand it. First of all, let's understand what is chemical farming. What is going on in the current society? In the current society, this chemical farming is rampant in nature. So how do you say it's rampant? Friends, what happened is with the advent of the so-called Green Revolution, right? The Green Revolution, Swaminathan, Professor Swaminathan, he came out with a concept of providing the food grains for all the humanity, especially the growing population of India needs more and more food grains. Then he came out with a concept so-called the Green Revolution. Part of Green Revolution, what you would like to introduce? You'd like to introduce the machines, methods, and so-called, the all fertilizers, the artificial fertilizers, artificial pesticides. You want to bring in everything into the part of system, wherein if any smallest disease comes also to the plants or whatever the crop, you want to throw that, so-called pesticides and also the pesticides and fertilizers. Fertilizers will be given to the roots of the tree in order to grow very faster. Pesticides are given to the tree or a crop in order to prevent the illness or kill the so-called insects on the plant. So that's what they want to do. So these things are introduced very much. All the universities are built. The BS Agriculture, MS Agriculture, they have started. And in that, whatever the scientists, the agriculture engineers or scientists, what they are learning is basically, they are learning very simple. What they are doing? So they'll be following the menu given by the so-called fertilizer companies or pesticide companies. They give a menu. So these are disease, you just give this medicine. If this is a disease, give this DAP, urea, whatever it is. Just go on, pour it. Go on, pour it. But do you know, friends, what is the part of this? How does this DAP or whatever urea, all this came into picture? Very simple. So in the Second World War, after Second World War is over, then what happened? The Hiroshima, Nagasaki, this Japan, the great destruction happened. Hitler has spoiled it, right? Complete devastated, as we know that. So after that, what happened? The remainings of this World War, remainings means the leftover, this so-called this all this the chemicals, leftover chemicals, right? It was there very much part of this atom bomb and all, right? So those things they somehow identified, by pouring that into the roots of the any one particular tree, the tree is growing very fast. Within, instead of getting the growth in 3-4 months, it is getting a growth in 1 week itself. Such is the nature they found. So somehow, after finding that, what happened? So especially this atom bomb remainings are not very powerful, basically. So then they don't want to throw it. They don't want to waste it. Now they have somehow invented or discovered that. So this will grow the plant very faster. As and when they found that that particular fact, then what they have done, they have converted into in the marketing side. They have brought in into the market, or so basically slowly throughout all the countries, saying that this is very good for the plant growth and you can use it as a so-called manure and start using it. So that's how. So friends, that's how they introduced. Then what happened now? Now after the so-called Green Revolution, every farmer, 85% farmer in the country, our country, they are using it, friends. So, okay, so that's how. So they are farming it. What will happen if you do this kind of farming? Number one is, so the whatever the chemicals, whatever the pesticides you throw onto the, you pour onto the crops, all that becomes part of your food. Whatever the food you are going to eat, my dear friends, part of the food it becomes. Now, when it becomes part of the food, whatever the food you are putting onto your plate, that becomes a poison on plate. Become poison on plate. So if you eat that, then definitely it is going to damage your health. The same thing happened in last 40 years, right? Before 40 years, where was the diabetes? Where was the IBP? Where was the cancer? Let me know. No, they can't be much of a tracing, isn't it? Now they're telling that our India will become the capital of diabetic world. So is it so proud of that you are no, we are trying to say this? Are we proud of this? No. That's a wrong approach in the food system. What we have created, how we are producing the food grains, that is the wrong approach. By pouring the chemicals, by pouring the so-called the fertilizers, friends. So with this, everybody is becoming patient now. No matter whether he is a rich person or a poor person, doesn't matter. If you go to the villages now, friends, all the farmers, they have become so powerless, so energyless that they are not in a position to work. Most of the time, they use machines only. They use machines, they are not able to work with the physical strength, isn't it? So, and slowly, friends, now, so let us understand more about this. This chemical farming became a costly also to the farmers. The input capital of this farming is so large. The reason is they have to buy everything from outside. They need to depend on all these corporate companies. Then they need to depend on the shops nearby who will sell this, like a pharmacy, how we go for a English pharmacy. Like we won't get the tablets for headache one, the body pain one, all the different tablets they give, right? Similarly, these people also prepare like that. Then they started giving for this plantation or whatever the crops you are growing. So then that it's one is costly, second is poisonous, third one is friends. The other thing is there's a law of karma. There's a bad karma we are doing by pouring all these things. What happens? The soil also become negative. Soil become plastic basically. What happened? This the so-called fertilizer, all these pesticides, they go into the earth, right? They kill all the microorganism within the earth. Within the soil, there is a microorganism. Friends, without microorganisms, no plant will grow. Try to understand it. Okay, with this artificial manure and artificial pesticides, of course, this looks like it grows, but there is no strength. There is no strength in it. But if in a natural way, if you want to grow, what we need the microorganism underneath of the tree in the roots, right? So that prepares the all minerals, all required nutrients for the plant to grow. That will be supplied by whom? That microbacteria or microorganism, friends. That is the beauty of nature. Okay, that is not only that your sun rays, water content, sun rays, and then so these things will be utilized by the plant with the help of their leaf. So especially there's a chlorofluorine. So chlorophyll is there. So with this, what happen? So the so-called photosynthesis made by the tree itself, then it start growing. Okay. So with this, friends, we need microorganism in the good quantity, right? That is also required. So that kind of farming we need, right? So that is why this chemical farming need to be avoided at any cost. Otherwise, by this time already the humanity got damaged. The humanity became powerless, in fact. So they use only mind and keep on working. That's all. But no physical health, proper health. Even the mind health also gone. Mental health also gone because of heavy pressure, heavy stress. They give heavy stress in order to achieve their gains or whatever it, right? So your boss or your company, they try to give all the different kind of a stress they pass through you. The reason is they are paying you. So they want to extract more and more and more. You're also ready to serve more and more and more. Then you get you get messed up in the mind itself. You get a lot of strain in the mind. Then that leads to mental ill health basically. Then first physical ill health, that is because of the food system is gone bad for last 40, 50 years, completely gone bad. Second, what the second one? Mental health because of heavy stress. The current world, friends, right from the kid, the who is just a school going kid, maybe it's a nursery, second, first standard or something, right? So that kind of from that level till the last age, everywhere there is a stress. I'm telling you, 95% diseases in this current humanity facing because of only stress. So where is the stress? It is within you, within your mind, within your manomaya kosha, isn't it? So that stress is caused by so many factors. At what levels? Every level, every person, every human being, at every level. So the stress is the major factor that is causing the diseases. That is why we call these diseases are psychosomatic diseases, my dear friends. Okay. So now anyway, so friends, if you go back to the farming sector, now the farming, more and more details in the farming. The first thing, the forego the spiritual farming, forego the chemical farming. Number two, what is spiritual farming then? Right? Spiritual farming, friends, what you are supposed to do is you are supposed to give the food to the, so-called birds, insects, and as well, you must be able to eat. Not that, you only go on eat, then make all other, the birds and animals and insects, everything go hungry. That is not the truth. That is not the true way of living, my dear friends. So that's where the spiritual farming comes under picture. Okay, in the part of spiritual farming, what you are supposed to do, yeah, try to get one desi cow. Desi cow, you get it. So from the desi cow, you get natural, so-called the natural manure and more the gomutra, right? Gomutra, natural manure. With the help of that, the curd and milk and everything, you can make bijamruta, ganamruta, jivamruta, and this the natural manure also available, right? The so-called the cow dung is available. So with this, what happened, friends? Just a matter of a fistful, one cow dung fistful contains about 1 crore microorganisms, 1 crore the microbacterial, right? That is the power of this. Okay, this so-called our desi cow, only desi cow. No question of Holstein or Jersey cow. I'm telling you again. Okay, here cow, if I refer to throughout my speech, it must be desi cow only, friends. Now, so the cow, this cow dung of this much quantity contains 1 crore microbacteria, whether you believe it or not. Then you can imagine if you go on put this cow dung to the the as a manure, as a main manure to the soil, what happens, friends? The soil will grow very healthy, like the fertile, it becomes fertile. Otherwise, it was infertile. Now it becomes a fertile land. So try to understand this, friends. So that is why what you need to do, you need to do like this. Then what will happen? Start growing the crops. Start growing the crops. The production will come, and your input cost is zero. What is input cost? There's nothing. You don't need to buy anything from outside. Everything is available in your own house, at your own farm, isn't it? Now the production what it comes out will be very clean because you are not using unnecessary any inputs. So then that food becomes a organic food. Nowadays, friends, organic food has got lot of demand also. Lot of demand is going on. Everybody, if you grow it naturally without the help of any chemicals, they will pay double to the price of the normal product, isn't it? So that's how what you need to do, friends. So this chemical farming, come out of the chemical farming, learn the spiritual farming. Even the part of spiritual farming, my dear friends. So when you do spiritual farming, what happens? The law of karma is not at all going to be attracted. The reason is you are taking care of yourself and all surrounding you. You are able to take care of all the things, and you are able to give the food for all the creatures. That is where what happens? The law of karma, nothing will be there. All the great karmas you are doing. You are doing great karma, you will get the great results, obviously. Friends, now with this, what I'm trying to say is go for the so-called natural farming or a spiritual farming. So right, so that's how we need to do. And along with these, friends, what you are supposed to do is of course, what are the food comes out of this spiritual farming? Let me tell you, it will be so powerful and so hygienic and having all the minerals and all the vitamins which are intact, which are not damaged. Any chemical farming you do, what happen? All the whatever the nutrients are there within that the chemical farming output will be not having any kind of a nutrients. All the nutrients are lost because of chemicals, what they pour, isn't it? So that you need to remember. Also, friends, in the Australia, such countries also, what they follow is they follow the so-called as a part of spiritual farming, they follow the homo farming. What is the homo farming? Again, here we need to know something about homo farming. What is the homo farming, friends? It's also equal to the spiritual farming. There's no difference. But Australia country like that, they use tremendously. So this is called Agnihotra. The Agnihotra Homa, if you do continuously in your house, also continuously at your farm, especially every day in the farm, morning and evening, if you keep doing it, friends, wonderful growth of the plantation comes. You just observe it. Okay. There's a wonderful growth. And from that, whatever that ash will come, no, so mix with the water. Then that itself we can spray as a pesticide. So when you spray that, what happen? Here, insects will not die. Insects will go out. Insects will go out, and also whatever you are spraying, right? That itself is a food for the insects. Then why do they eat your crop? They won't eat, isn't it? So that's how, friends. Also mix in the water, supply the water also, like with the ash, supply the water, and also by having this ash in your home or at your farm, always you are trying to do the Agnihotra, so that ash can be used as a manure, right? It's also used as a manure. Like that, friends, there's also Homa farming. Along with this, finally, I would like to bring one thing into the so-called the spiritual farming, friends. That is, so especially we must use the pyramid energy. Pyramid energy must be used in a wide manner in order to, whenever we receive the pyramid energy more and more, my dear friends, what will happen? That the highest amount of pyramid energy, once you place, so what will happen in a 1 acre of the farm, we are going to place about, already we are supplying, Mahavatar Foundation is doing 6 feet by 6 feet, 5 feet by 5 feet, all these pyramids we make, and then we give it to the all the farmers around this area and in across Karnataka, everywhere, across India also. In fact, when we do that, what happen? So they take this five, at least about 10 5 by 5 or 6 by 6 pyramids here and there in the entire 1 acre farm. You take in different corners, in the middle, everywhere they keep, and then they start growing the crop. Then you can see wonderful results, my dear friends. You can go through our experiences through our YouTube channel everywhere. The pyramids and benefits and natural farming, spiritual farming, a lot of concepts are there. So what happened is the great results happen such a way. The growth of the crop is excellent without having not even Jivamrita, Vijayamrita, Ganamrita, in the Prakriti Vyavasaya or natural farming we use, right? That also they are not doing. Just by using the pyramid energy. What will happen if you place the pyramid on the ground, on the soil, inside the farm, my dear friends? The huge amount of cosmic energy comes, then it will be spreading all around that. Right? In that spreading out of the energy, which is spreading, what will happen? So in that, there will be birds will be there, there will be plants will be there, there will be human beings will be there, all the animals will be there. Everyone will receive this cosmic energy. Everyone become healthy. When everyone become healthy, what happens? That particular crop will be wonderful crop. It becomes a powerful and hygienic and organic crop. Right? That's how you'll be getting the yielding, good yielding with a zero cost and a zero input cost and great amount of earning. And the great amount of earning, great amount of hygienic yield will come. So that's how we need to use this spiritual farming in a daily life, my dear friends. So hope you will definitely use this spiritual farming part of your life. Then thank you, friends. So on the holistic lifestyle, this much I would like to share with you. Now, let's go to the so-called today's topic is part of home remedies, my dear friends. That is, so how do we come out of these gynecological problems for the women? The woman is suffering from the basically three gynecological problems, gynecology problems. What gynecology problems are there? Three. So number one, the whatever the cyst happen in the ovary, and number two, whatever the fibroids comes in the uterus. Number three is pregnancy issues. So these are the major three issues which every human will be suffering. Now, so once or a while, once in a time, time and again, on different timings also, different ways also, she's suffering. So when she's suffering with these three things, when you go to the modern hospital, they test and they declare that so this cyst is very huge and it's got a more size or whatever, so it has to be removed. So then what will happen? They start, they will, if it is a small, what will happen? They'll try with the medicine. If it is a big, they want to do the operation. They say that go for operation. So then what will happen, friends? Slowly, ovaries. So ovaries will be removed sometimes. If it is a big in size of the cyst. At the same time, so fibroids inside the so-called the garbhashaya. Garbhashaya means we can say it's a, so the especially in uterus. Uterus also these fibroids keeps happening, right? Why this will come, all that we can discuss. But I'm trying to say, to cut short, friends, what will happen is these three problems which woman is facing. So today we are trying to find a solution through the acupressure, basically. So in order to come out of this problem, three problems. So cyst in the ovary, fibroids in the uterus, and pregnancy issues. Okay, let's see all these things. So briefly through the on a PPT. So I'll just show you through the PPT. Then you'll understand more about it. Right. Yes, friends. So now, so as I said, there are three problems, three gynecological problems which woman is facing. So the first one, that is cyst in ovaries. Cyst in ovaries. Whenever ovaries in the cyst happens, my dear friends, what are the symptoms the woman will be going through? There is abdominal swelling and pain will come, and vomiting and nausea will come, and anything they eat, no, then they get vomiting basically, and dull pain in the back and the thighs, a lot of pain will come, and pain in during sex, that also will happen. Problem in passing urine completely, there is also going to be experiencing. Weight gain will happen. Pain during periods, a lot of pain will come during periods. Abdominal abnormal bleeding also happens. These are the symptoms if someone has got cyst in the ovary. Please understand this. Please note it down. Right now, the second one is symptoms in the uterine, symptoms of fibroids in the uterus, friends. So what is that? First symptom is excessive menstrual bleeding happens, pelvic pain will come, frequent urination, pain during sex. So these are the four symptoms of fibroids in the uterus, friends. So whenever you have that, so with these four symptoms, you can identify easily. Or anyway, you go to whenever this happens, obviously you go to the modern hospital, then you diagnose, then you'll try to understand. Of course, the diagnosis helps for these kind of situations, right? They try to measure that the size of the so-called the fibroid or a cyst, whatever it happens, they will measure it and they'll tell you the size also. Then basing on that, what happened? Either you need to go to the Ayurveda or Homeo, or if it is very big in size, they will remove it. So sometimes they will remove the uterus itself. Many times they remove the uterus spreads. That is also part of, it became a one kind of a commercial element nowadays. Yeah, so many, I observe so many, women, they are getting removed this uterus. That is going to be a biggest problem. Once the uterus is removed, friends, what will happen? Your menstruation stops completely. The moment your menstruation start completely, what happen? You enter into the stage of menopause. So menopause, what will happen, friends? There are many unnecessary symptoms comes, right? Unnecessary symptom comes. You will be suffering. You will be suffering a lot. So especially with this menopause, the qualities, whatever happens, right? So this menopause symptoms are separately, it will be there, and you'll be suffering a lot because of removal of the uterus, especially. So a lot of depression comes, anxiety will happen in the, any menopause woman you observe, a lot of depression they'll be going through. So a lot of, lot of hormonal imbalance basically. Whenever this so-called the uterus is removed, what will happen? Then there is no question of generating this so-called hormones. Hormones imbalance starts. So one hormone will be always coming, other hormone will not be secreting at all. So then this happens. There is a proestrogen and estrogen. There are two hormones basically, which conducts the entire this, the so-called menstrual cycle, your so-called uterus activities. Everything will be conducted by these particular two hormones. Whenever you remove this uterus, then what will happen? So it start getting into imbalance. Once the imbalance starts, what happen? Then you enter into lot of other problems, a lot of other side effects happens, friends. So that's why we need to be careful about this particular situation. So should not undergo unnecessary so-called operation and removing the uterus. So try to again go to the other solution, approach the other methods, alternative methods. I told many methods, right? So go to the Ayurveda, go to the so-called homeopathy, Siddha medicine, and go to the naturopathy. Wherever you go, try to solve it and come out of these issues. All menstrual cycle, menstrual irregularities. I have taught so many mudras also, so much acupressure also. So somehow something you have to use and come out of it. So only the last option, final option, if it is fibroid is too much, like 1 kg, 2 kg of fibroid, right? Then of course you have to remove it. So because your uterus cannot hold it, and then it becomes a basic, a very big problem for you, because so much bleeding will go. Abnormal bleeding will happen. So that's why you got to be careful, friend. Now, so what are the problems you face in the pregnancy? If there are any hormonal problem after the birth of the baby, uterus and ovarian hormones So these things given during menstrual cycle can be activated. Right. So what happens? We have already told some of the points. If at all you find out any hormonal imbalance after the baby birth also, you find any hormonal imbalance, just follow the some acupressure point given yesterday, part of menstruation cycle. Right. That point, that particular acupressure points, please activate it. Right. So that also you can do. And now, so the other thing is, it is important for a woman to sleep well, as it helps balance the body hormones. So the woman has to get proper sleep, that is after the baby birth or whatever. By the time hormonal imbalance is definitely could happen. So if she takes care of her sleep properly, like all working women, what happened after she became mother and baby birth happened. So very shortly they go into the work again. Then what will happen? Their sleep is disturbed. Then they won't get proper sleep. There's a lot of stress will accumulate. Ultimately, they end up in a lot of troubles, health issues, friends. So that's how it's happening in the modern life. That you have to. So you'll be seeing everywhere, right? Right. So now, so these are the problems of the pregnancy, and there are some don'ts for the pregnancy during the pregnancy. What are those? So do not activate these elements during pregnancy. Number one, stomach related acupressure points, points from feet that also should have done. Kidney K10 point that I'll be showing in the picture. Kidney K10 point should not be operated. Spleen and gallbladder points should not be operated. These acupressure points should not be operated when you are pregnant woman, right? Friends, now, so let's see the solutions for ovarian cyst, especially what are the points you can operate so that you will come out of this so-called the ovarian cyst problem. Cyst happened in the ovarian. So first of all, enable the following points, friends. So one is, you see here, there is a one point in the left hand side. So the on the hand, you can see right hand. So ovaries point, uterus point. So here you find here your ovaries point and uterus point. So these 2 points you must try to activate these 2 points here on the hand. On the leg, you see there is a spleen 6 point. So basically not spleen 6 point. For the ovarian cyst, you must operate spleen 1 point. That is on the foot, on the thumb, on the toe, right hand side, there is a 1 point. That's called spleen 1 point. That has to be operated. That is the second step in order to cure the ovarian cyst. First step is uterus and ovaries, which are shown to 2 points on the right hand, must be operated. Second is spleen 1 point has to be operated. Third one is kidney 10 point behind the knee. So see here on the third picture, there is a behind, this is a behind knee, not this is front of the knee. Okay, always understand. Behind the knee, this particular place where, so it is like a some halo will be there, some halo. There the point is there. These 2 points are called K10 points. Please operate this in order to come out of the ovarian cyst also, my dear friends. Now going to the uterine fibroids. In order to cure the fibroids, what shall be done? Especially friends, activate the stomach point located for the 4 toes below the knee bone. See here, the whatever the ST36, that is a stomach point, especially it is on the so-called the particular leg, that point is there. So this point has to be like under the knee, the exactly knee joint is there. No, from the knee joint, 4 fingers width. We keep 4 fingers width like this. The knee under the knee, 4 fingers width. Then you get its point. It's called ST36 stomach point. So please start operating. How do you operate? Any point to operate, I told in many classes, you have to press it and 5 seconds keep it, then release it. 5 seconds keep it, release it. So that's how 20 to 30 times any particular acupressure point must be operated. Now, so see spleen 6 point, please activate. Spleen 6 point also you are seeing on the first picture, that also need to be activated. On the ankle, from the ankle of the foot, so about four finger width above. Oh, locate 1 point. Then that point is called spleen 6 point. Please activate that. Now, liver 1 point. You observe here on the right side picture, right side on the toe, there's a right hand side 1 point is there. It's called liver 1 point. Please activate this. So with this 3 point, all these 3 points, my dear friends, you can cure you can come out of the fibroids of uterus, friends. Now, so with this, friends, so we are closing our session. Thank you so much. Dhanyavad to all of you for listening very patiently till now. Thank you so much. Friends, any question you can ask. Just you can unmute and ask. You can tell your experience also, share your experience also if you want. Right, friends? Anybody want to speak?
Yes, Namaste, Guruji.
Namaste.
You're saying about the acupressure points, and so for example, if you have that problem, how long we have to do, and if the problem is solved,
Until
have
problem
you?
is solved. Until problem is solved.
And after that, we don't want to continue that.
No, not required. Not required.
Okay, thank you.
There are some points which I taught in the class, the beginning of this
Yeah.
session. There are some emergency points.
Okay.
Hope you got that.
Yeah, in the rest points and all.
Heart attack point, epilepsy
Yes.
point,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
This. So those points must be used.
Okay.
Brain,
Okay.
brain stroke point.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Right. Anybody want to talk?
Namaste, Guruji.
Namaste. Namaste.
Today's topic was very nice about Gautam Buddha's life. Actually, I started one book about Gautam Buddha, and but half only I have like till childhood, and after that, when he started his journey, till that only I reached. But in short, to explain very well nicely.
Very good. Very good.
And Gautam Buddha's personality is having something, something, some attraction or some powers, like everyone get attracted.
Correct.
Nothing related to caste, nothing, and being how the journey of normal human being to getting enlightened, and that is there very motivative. If anyone not having anyone to teach or explain, only he'll read the Gautam Buddha's life, preaching, and start following. That is very helpful for us.
Definitely.
Very nice topic. First time, like all this session, I'm hearing this first time about Gautam Buddha's topic. Very nice.
Very good. Thank you.
Yeah. Actually, all this master's life motivate us very nicely.
Yes.
By just reading the life, and one common thing we get is everyone changes started with meditation only.
Correct.
Self-realization. When the journey started from inside, like this Guru Govind Babaji.
All the great masters. All the great
Yeah,
masters.
great. Yeah. 3 day he was in the water meditating. After that, his journey changes, life journey.
Trilinga Swami also like that. Trilinga Swami is also living in the Varanasi, but he meditate on the water. He go inside the water and stay for days together. He'll be in the water only, inside the water, and he'll be doing meditation. Then after some days, he'll come out.
Swami Vivekanand, then Jesus Christ, then Prophet Muhammad. Everyone's life first step is it started with realizing meditation, and then they start in inner journey, and automatically universe open the door, and they changes the world.
Yes.
Yeah. So actually, for us, we are not, even if we are not changing the world, even we can change our life, our surroundings.
Yes. Slowly, we will everybody will evolve to that stage, no doubt. Okay.
Yeah.
It's just a journey of lives going on. For us also, we are in this stage of soul stage. So we will also evolve. Everybody will evolve in this life or next life.
Yes.
But all the time, just be in the journey. At least be in the journey with awareness. That's all. Okay.
Also, sir, I wanted to ask, like, now during this meditation, when I started after that, I'm getting my forehead area, na pimples. I'm getting little big size. One sometimes, then there go the other one, and this area, or sometime in hairline. So this I don't know the reason,
No,
but earlier
actually, yeah. So sometimes if there comes and goes, not a problem. Some toxins will come out on, See, all the toxins will come out through the skin, through the, in the form of sweat. Secondly, through the stools, through the urine, everything has to go out. On the all the toxins from the body, it has to go out like that. These are the three ways of going out. And also some toxins will go through the mucus and all respiratory toxins will go out through mucus, right? That's how the body starts cleansing like that. Okay. It doesn't matter as long as it's okay. Otherwise, if at all more and more variations, more and more things if you see, just visit one Ayurveda doctor, right? And because what will happen? So basically, your blood purification is more and more important. For that, you have to start practicing the Prithvi Mudra, this mudra. Very, very essential. So this for all the acne, pimples, and any kind of problems you face on the,
the physical
all
problem.
the, all the kind of skin problems, basically. You must go through this mudra, Prithvi Mudra. This helps a lot.
I don't know the reason, but I realized earlier it was not there. So now, I felt like because maybe because of heat or something it's happened.
Yes, definitely. So that all any things happen on the skin, basically it's a impurities. Basically, impurities comes out. That's all. Okay. Right.
Namaste, sir.
Yes. Archana Sharma. Please tell me.
Yes, sir. If we have cyst in gallbladder, sir, then what we can do?
Yes, ma'am.
The cyst in gallbladder, sir.
Cyst in the gallbladder.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's actually a stone kind of thing. So stone kind of thing in the gallbladder, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Basically, we have one mudra which cleans all this gallbladder, kidney, and everything. That's called kidney mudra. Okay. Kidney mudra is there. You can practice. Basically, it will be like this.
Sorry, I can't see it.
It will be like this.
Okay, sir.
Okay. See, these two fingers, the ring finger and
So like this?
ring finger and little finger touching the base of the thumb.
Okay, sir.
Keeping this thumb backside and keep like this. It's a little difficult one, but need to practice.
Okay, sir. The
Yes.
palm should face the upward or downward, sir?
No, put like this and then keep like this.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Keep like this on the thighs.
Okay, sir.
Start practicing for
So for how many months?
30 minutes, 40 minutes.
Okay.
If you are not able to, at least 20 minutes minimum.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Slowly melt and come out. That's all.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. Okay, friends. So if no more questions, then we'll end the session. Thank you so much for participating in this session and giving the opportunity for Mahavatar Foundation. So dhanyawad to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Guruji. Shubh Ratri.